Our women's empowerment doctor is in the house today. We're talking about, Jerry says, oh, I'll come down and I'll donate some shoes because we're collecting shoes down here for University Mary's one for 1 week. And I said, oh, good, if they're cute. I think I might just take them.
But I'll spray them for bugs first, okay?
Here's the thing. Nobody has my size of feet.
Oh.
They're huge. Like, none of my friends. Well, yeah, like my 6-foot-tall friends, which is odd because I wear a 9.
You wear a 9, you little bitty thing, wearing a 9? My shoes will not fit you, honey.
No, they won't.
9?
Nobody believes me, but this is a 9.5.
Well, I am in shock.
9.5 wide.
I am in shock.
There you go, people. See? I'm not even... If I'm lying, I'm dying.
Oh, my gosh. How tall are you? 5'2", 5'3"?
I'm like 5 feet. Yeah.
You're 5 feet and I'm taller than you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm taller than somebody. I'm taller than somebody else.
And my feet are a 9.5.
Oh, my gosh.
I know.
No.
It's sad. Because I used to have like a size 7.
Can you run fast? I mean, are you a good runner?
No. I don't know. I haven't done that in a long time.
You got running feet, girl.
Oh, my gosh. Now, today, we're talking about some really fun stuff. We're talking about pendulums.
Yeah. And I think before I really give a little history or anything, maybe we'll just talk about them.
Okay.
Maybe show people...
some examples and stuff. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, there's a lot of misunderstanding about the pendulums because there was a time in the Middle Ages where they were very disrespected. Like, all power of the human person was taken away from them. And churches seem to want to, instead of helping people, took that away. Because some of the most prized possessions of pharaohs and in those times, if you think about, if you went back, when another person would raid another kingdom, they'd go in the secret place and find what? That beautiful jewel?
Yeah.
It wasn't like, possibly a crown or something, but actually their most prized possession was their pendulum. And it didn't have to be. It didn't have to be like a size of pendulum that we're looking at today. You know, we're talking about something you can swing. But all highly, like the kings and the pharaohs, anybody in the power were all trained in how to use their pendulums to decide. In the Bible, it was called a rod, the reed. Moses had one.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Because I've had some people when I use mine, they're like, "What kind of black magic are you doing there?"
Yeah. No, but see, it is things that God gave us to use on earth, and it was a very common thing back then. Everybody used their they had different names: rod, reed, or the pendulum. But today we call them pendulum, and we mostly just use them as stones of the earth, because the older the stone, of course, the more energy it has. Everything has energy, and we're all familiar with that. Sure. But even taking, for example, some of our great movies, we see, like, where they're like Indiana Jones. What were they going for? They're going for the big jewel. Okay.
Yeah.
But those jewels were prized. I mean, what did people barter with them? Did they sell them? I mean, no. They were like going out and get your own pet rock. I mean, a little bit better, but it was a very prized possession of the higher-ups, and they used them all the time. They made all their decisions with them. They learned how to say yes and no, neutral, and they guarded them. That was like they put them in guarded places, and so everybody wanted everybody else's jewels, and that's what they were. So we have a little misunderstanding. When the Middle Ages came, they took away the respect from them, and like they were something that was not correct to useful. But I have a few quotes, some from Jesus and from Einstein, that I'll go later, and they all talk about this.
Okay.
That somehow or another, information can get miscrewed and disrespected. But this is actually used for the benefit of you as a person. Like if you have allergies, they're not used to say, where's the money?
Right,
you know what I mean? That's not what they're going to do. They are basically given to us as help to not everybody can eat the same food. We're all individually different. So like it was very common practice to, use a pendulum to check out, is this food good for me to eat?
Okay.
Is this,
Sure.
positive or negative? And then that's how, or today we could get our clothes that way. Should I read a book? What do I need right now? You could use your pendulum. And I brought this one because I went out where you can show this one.
Okay.
This one, we went to Treasure of the Sea and Earth, and Brenda made that particular one.
It's a cool little place, isn't it?
Yeah, it's sweet. I went there because Stacy recommended I go,
So
and
pretty.
I was
That's where I got mine. Yeah.
Yeah, and so she makes those. Now that's a different kind made with stone.
Now you should tell people about the process. Did she test them on you and see it all, or did she?
Oh, you know what? She probably didn't because I told her I was coming today. We want to do a little show on the pendulums.
Okay.
And I think she asked me a couple questions, and she probably was say, oh well, I guess she does know about them of some sort. So she didn't test them on me.
Okay.
I should have told her that, and we did that process, but we didn't. You can take something as simple as, this is just a blue crystal I have, and I just stuck it on a string.
Okay.
You don't have to go to anything elaborate. That's
It's very
just,
pretty, though.
Mm-hmm. And it's a quartz. If you have a hard time making your pendulum swing, and
now,
I'm going to
if you
give
guys see this, as I'm lifting these up to show you, I am not moving my hand at all, so these are swinging of their own fruition.
Crystals, and I think you can read that, get a book and read about crystals. They have a higher energy, and they're more...
Look at how crazy clockwise it's going.
Wow, what do you have there?
What do I got going on, right?
And then, this one also is a zirconian crystal. I got these out of Arizona, so you could show this one, this little thing. So some of them are bigger or smaller. So that one was purchased. This one the blue one I just put together for fun. That one was purchased from a zirconian crystal company that made that. And the ones you get like that, they swing easier for people who are first learning and not sure what they're going to do.
Oh, this one likes me too.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's not quite, the chain is not in the middle. It's kind of on the one side.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I see that.
Yeah, so it's not level, so it probably won't swing.
There we go.
Now, so if you have a crystal or not, and so here's another one.
It's pretty cool.
Which is a little
that's
fatter.
A pretty one.
Well, this is... it's nice to get them when they're more multifaceted. You see, the more cuts they have in it, the more it's like, if you want to lay it on a paper, you can draw the lines off of those little squares. Then you can see it breaks the energy up that much. It's that much more helpful. That one's probably a much more balanced one.
Mm-hmm. That's really
and
pretty.
It works faster. Sometimes you can make them swing really good. So what you could do first, I'm just going to... just say the most important thing to do on these, so I'll have you take this one.
Okay. Is
to give it a triad, which all truths come in triads. So that would be your thumb and your forefinger and your middle finger, and you usually use those three.
Yep.
That you hold it, and you already know that. Use it about 2 to 3 inches above any object. Rather it be clothes or any food you're going to eat or something you might want to read. Now, we're going to just do the simple process. When you first learn out, what is your pendulum going to say to you? You use your left hand. Because the right hand is coming out and giving you the information. Because if you're a right-handed person and you write with your right hand, then your information is coming out where you're writing. But if you're a left-hand writer, then... do the reverse. If you're left-handed, hold it with your right hand. If you are right hand and you write with your right, then let's hold it with your left hand. And then this is going to be a process of how to, and you just relax, because this is called relax and let God help, because this is not something that we do. This is from the earth. And so you take the first one and you take your left hand and you put it over, you put the little chain over your middle finger. This is the starting, because all energy of the magnetic pole of the earth is coming through the left hand, through your left ear and your left hip, and then of course your left foot. So you're going to hold this, and you're going to ask it to show you your positive pattern. So you ask for your positive pattern, and just let it. So now don't get influenced by what others say. They're supposed to swing to the right to be yes, or swing to the left to be no, because some people can have an up and down pattern that could be their yes. Mm-hmm. So whatever the pendulum wants to tell you is your yes, then that's what'll happen. It'll start swinging. So
if you guys are watching on the camera on the livestream.com, I'm not moving my arm at all, and you can see you can see how it circles on its own.
And so when you're talking, it went with your voice
in a clockwise fashion. It goes.
Yeah.
So
now, if you want to ask it, no. Now, in the process of way back in the biblical times, you would spend a day practicing your yes to really get it, because this is an important thing to know exactly what your yes is. And then the next day, you would come and you would take the pendulum and you would hold it over your forefinger on your left hand. Mm-hmm. This isn't where it's going to operate if you're a right hand. And then you're going to ask it to show you no. So it goes over your forefinger on the left hand. And then you're going to say to it,
see, I don't even. Here's the funny thing: I didn't even have to say anything, and it's doing my no automatically counterclockwise.
Oh, excellent! Then you're really in tune. Oh, of course. Now those crystals are easier to make them move faster. Sometimes, and they'll just like really swing. So I love to use crystals for people when I do classes. I like to do that because they're like a real instant, more responsive. Now, on the third day, which I don't think anybody's going to wait for the third day, you wrap it over your thumb.
Okay.
It's over the thumb, and then you ask it for what's neutral. So is a neutral for you going to stand still, or is it going to be a moving thing? Well, it looks like yours is... Well,
if I remember right, mine is a forward-backward.
Oh, well, it's already starting to move back and forward. So... Okay, now, if you wanted to, if you're in that neutral pattern and you held your pendulum over some fruit and it didn't do anything but it gave you the neutral, then you can make the decision that if you want to eat that food that might be poisonous or you could be allergic to it, then you can make that choice because it's saying to you that it's not good for you. Mm-hmm. Now, if it does your definite no, then do not eat it. But if it's neutral, then you can make the decision if you want to eat something that may not be the best for you. So somebody with allergies, a pendulum is awesome for you to check your food. Now, if you're kind of embarrassed, because I'm sure most people are, I see them in other places, but not here in the store. You could buy the fruit, and you could check it with your pendulum, and it'll tell you if it's ripe and it's ready to eat. So, like, let's say you buy melons or watermelons. You could check them at home to see when they're ready to eat. And the pendulum will tell you.
Some people thump them. Some people hold a crystal over them.
Yeah, and pendulums really are for that. Mm-hmm. They're not in it for anything else. And remember, everybody's different. We're all different personalities, and they're going to all react differently to everyone. So if you got somebody else's pendulum you want to try out before you buy one, or you just wanted to try it, you should take it in your hand and hold it for a while and warm it up to your energy before you do it, because in that way it has your energy on it and it'll respond to you energetically.
Okay.